Hello Internet, I'm your only mate, and it's time for the Death Battle Season 7 finale. We have Hulk versus Broly. I am really excited for this one, also a tad nervous, I'll get to why in a minute. But first and foremost, so as I should say in all reaction videos, please click the link in the description below to go watch the actual episode itself before watching mine or anyone's reactions. Don't be a dick, support the official release. Okay, so how do I know these characters? Well, Hulk I've known pretty much my whole life. You know, get angry, turn into a raging green monster, and just smash everything. And outside of just the general knowledge of him, like, it also does come from the MCU. A fair bit, as I've said multiple times when a Marvel character shows up. Broly, I think I remember watching the original movie with my brother, like, way back in the day. And over the years, well, because back then when I first watched it, I was just a dumb kid and didn't really know what was going on. But upon further learning about him, I thought, okay, Legendary Super Saiyan, really cool, but he's motivated by a crying baby. That's so goddamn stupid. And then, thankfully, many years later, Akira Toriyama came across the original Broly and forgot he existed. So, he watched the movie and was like, I could do this a lot better. And he went and did it, and Dragon Ball Super Broly became a thing, and I freaking love that movie. And I like Broly even more. So, yeah. And who do I think is going to win this? If you asked me... Okay, first of all, who I'm rooting for. For those who don't know, maybe this is like one of the first of my videos that you're watching. I seem to have a bit of a curse when it comes to season finales in Death Battle, in which my preferred character is always the one who loses. So, hoping that this one breaks it? Maybe? I don't know. So, there's that. And as for who I prefer, and if my curse strikes again, is likely going to be the one to lose this episode, Broly. Specifically the Dragon Ball Super Broly. If it were Z Broly, Hulk all the way. Now, as for who I actually think is going to win, so Hulk was in a death battle before when he fought Doomsday, and well, it didn't end well for him, did it? Since then, though, I've heard there was this thing that happened with Hulk where he's now a Devil Hulk or a Morsel Hulk, so he's a lot stronger than he was back then, and the whole, like, immortal thing. So yeah, both Hulk and Broly have gotten significantly more powerful since 2016. And I've been hearing some stuff about, like, Hulk being able to, like, shake or destroy the Marvel Universe. I can't remember exactly what it is. Or, like, him being able to break reality. Or something along those lines. Or, like, shattered dimensions. Like, I forget which exactly it is. However, okay, the whole, like, breaking dimensions, shattering reality, Broly's done that too in his fight with Super Saiyan Gogeta. Neither of them were at their full power, just throwing that out there. And as for the whole universe thing, do you guys remember Beerus vs. Galaxia? And how they brought up that Beerus could destroy the entire Dragon Ball universe, which is 9 times bigger than our own? Well, I'm going to be going into that a little bit, although first I should address the whole shaking Marvel Universe thing is a lot more impressive than the Goku Beerus thing, because the Marvel Universe is 100 trillion light years. Our universe is estimated to be about 93 billion light years, so it's a fair bit smaller. The Dragon Ball universe is 9 times bigger than our universe, as it fits like within that like bottom area of the model they showed. So that would make it 837 billion light years. I calculated this stuff like a few times beforehand. So Beerus got that level of strength through a downplay, but considering it was clashing with Goku, I want to say we can attribute that to Goku, at least when he's at Super Saiyan God. And then I have to start factoring in other stuff like the Super Saiyan multipliers. Now, while we don't know if there's like an exact multiplier for Super Saiyan Blue, considering it's basically just the Super Saiyan version of Super Saiyan God, and the fact that it was originally called Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, kind of a dumb name. I want to say it's fair to use like the Super Saiyan multiplier, so the times 50. So going off of the shockwave and applying the multiplier, that in theory means Goku, in Super Saiyan Blue at least, could destroy a universe that's like 41 trillion light years, so almost halfway to destroying Marvel, so that's something. But then there's Broly, who, when he was like super, like, when he was just angry or feral or whatever that form was called, I think it's the same name as the soundtrack for this episode, actually. I forget how you pronounce it, but I'm just going to call him Feral Broly at that point, because that's what Team 4 Star went by in their review, and I thought, you know what, that makes sense. When Broly was in that state, he fought on par with Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and then Frieza decided to put him to a little test, kill Paragus, and give my favorite Frieza scene ever. I freaking love that moment so much. And then Broly went Super Saiyan, so scaling from Goku and then applying the Super Saiyan multiplier on that, that would mean Broly in Super Saiyan would theoretically be capable of destroying a universe that's 2 quadrillion light years. So 20 times bigger than Marvel, and that's before even going into Legendary Super Saiyan. So I want to say actually, I have heard people bring up, like, something to do with, like, the Hulk's thunderclap shaking, like, the multiverse, which is meant to be infinite universes. Though I've also heard people bring up, I believe it was Jiren in the Tournament of Power shook the World of Void, which is also stated to be infinite. I don't know how comparable Jiren is to Broly, to be honest, but I mean, if they scale the two, then I mean, there's just something there. I'm not 100% on the details and everything. Also, I still think the whole overtaxing Hulk's healing factor thing should work, like it did against Doomsday. Because what they say, like, Hulk's strength is theoretically infinite, but his healing factor isn't. And while, yes, he's immortal, like, I have heard if he is killed, he can essentially come back later. But in Death Battle, that don't mean jack. Because if you die in a Death Battle, that's it, you've lost. And yeah, they've had characters like Sephiroth and Doomsday who are kind of nuts to put down and theoretically could just come back like later. But if they lose like that fight, then that's it, they've lost the Death Battle. That's a loss of everything. Although I say that, there was a bad examples because those two won their fights. But rather than rambling for over 10 friggin' minutes, Jesus, if anyone actually watched through all of that, then, man, I have a lot of respect for you. Anyway, I'm gonna refresh the page, hope that the episode is out at this point, because I really want to watch it, because after that preview on Death Battle Cast, it looks really freaking good. So, without further delay, I hit the wrong thing. There we go. That's better. Anyway, I'm gonna put these on. Shut up and hit a... Before I do this, though, I'm still in shock that this Zuko vs. Shoto and Flash vs. Sonic happened. If you're familiar with my channel, you'll know why. Anyway. Shut up and playing season finale. Let's go. Wow, 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 wow.
As primal as the ground we walk on and the air we breathe, anger can keep us alive or doom us forever.
The freaking Homer scene.
Note, let's jump into our season finale.
Angry Green Man.
Hulk, Marvel's mean green world-breaking machine.
Then there's Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Banner was a genius and the son of nuclear physicist Brian Banner,
Who was just the absolute shittiest dad ever, complete with mom murder.
Yeah, both of them have pretty terrible dads.
naturally pretty distraught.
That freaking comic panel, my goodness.
Realized itself as a second personality, an angry, childlike brute that just wanted to be left alone.
Even with that angry shadow in his head, Bruce grew up to be a leader in the study of gamma radiation. So like a total nerd who probably got beat up all the time.
He had
Man,
it covered.
the
During
balls on
Gamma
Tony
Bomb,
in that
Bruce
moment.
was caught in the blast zone and absorbed enough radiation to, well, die.
Except he kind of didn't. Well, not permanently. Instead, the bomb opened a door that let Bruce's alternate personality step into the world.
Thus, using his anger, Bruce Banner transformed into the Incredible Hulk.
The Hulk is one of the
I really like what they're doing with him in the MCU right now.
He can lift a 150 billion ton mountain, shatter asteroids twice the size of Earth, leap into
I've heard that a few times, yeah.
and even mess with the fabric of reality by punching.
Whatever a time storm is,
Comic books, they make no sense sometimes, but we love them for it anyway.
Power is tied to his rage. The angrier he gets, the stronger he becomes.
And according to almighty gods like the Beyonder, the dude's got no known upper limit. Though, to be fair, his body can't always keep up. And
That's the
no
thing,
one
though,
can handle
yeah.
Under too much pressure, or too many puppies.
Emotions like rage are governed by an area of the brain known as the hypothalamus, which controls Bruce's transformation. If it's damaged, his life could be put in jeopardy, like when Hawkeye pierced it with a special arrow Bruce himself designed.
Good
Jesus.
The Hulk's a total tank who can keep fighting for days on end. Nothing short of literal gods are strong enough to take him down.
When he does take damage, his body can heal almost instantly, even if his flesh has been vaporized or he's been cut into literal pieces.
The Hulk
I heard about that somewhere, like what the hell?
Whether that's just straight up holding energy or surviving the depths of space.
Freaking Among Us!
Thor, who has thousands of years of combat experience and is fast enough to cross the universe in about 5 seconds. Nearly 300 quadrillion
What the
times the
fuck
speed
was-
of light.
No wonder the world's so scared of him.
Wow,
He's a green flavored behemoth of destruction with the mind of a cranky 4-year-old.
While the classic Savage Hulk persona may be a childish brute, there are several, maybe even thousands of other personalities cooped up within Banner's shattered psyche.
Joe Fixit is a street-smart bouncer. Doc Green is a super genius, and the devil
Well, this is new to me.
father figure Bruce never had.
Yeah, that's the one we're using.
Bruce's brain. We got your Dark Hulk, Mindless Hulk, Hulk Squared, and Claw, which is basically just Sad Hulk. It's kind of dumb.
Despite seeing his human half as weak, Hulk and Bruce would finally unite against a cruel, uncaring world under a new persona, the Green Scar.
He
The
brought a
Green
wall
Scar, okay,
to
that's
Earth
new.
And tore the superhero community a new asshole. And by finally letting go of puny Banner, the
World
Hulk
Breaker.
became the unstoppable force everyone's always feared.
Oh, it's a perform.
World Breaker.
Okay.
World is underselling it. The Savage Hulk once obliterated an entire universe with a thunderclap.
Okay.
Hyperion with a single punch.
Yep,
The same Hyperion who survived the collision of two universes unscathed. Which begs the question,
Oh.
how much more powerful is the Hulk at his maximum?
This one's
Oh,
all
boy.
for me, Wiz. So, Hulk was once with this chick, Umar, ruler of the Dark Dimension. Spooky. Hulk could only match her strength for 6 minutes. But he made up for
Okay.
it in round 2 when he came back as the Green Scar and kept Hulk smashing for hours. It's likely they wait until dawn. That's a 12-hour session of Hulk smashing at most. My man.
Well, that would make the Green Scar 120 times stronger than the Savage Hulk. Multiplying that by the energy of the two colliding universes.
Okay,
960 duovigintillion joules. That's just a ridiculous number. All that?
yeah, I'm starting to lose faith in Broly.
Battle. Oh, sweet summer child, Wiz. That's not the kind of smashing I meant.
You've got to be kidding me.
How would I know,
I just
Boomstick?
invented a new field of science. The science of the Everything in this game
Of course.
is nuts. And you're right, because it's Satan magic.
So,
Why is everything
Gamma is actually
magical to do with
the
Satan?
energy from hell, drawn from Marvel's ultimate satanic being, the One Below All. By using his powers, the Hulk is literally channeling the devil.
It's also what kept
Oh,
him alive
hence
all these
the
years.
Devil Hulk name.
Every time Bruce dies, his soul is sent to hell and can resurrect. Once returned to the world, his body will heal from whatever killed him. The dude literally.
Oh, so he's basically Marvel Doomsday now.
Going into the lowest plane of hell, the Hulk even faced off against the One Below All and the ghost of his father.
In the greatest therapy session of all time, he thunderclapped those two assholes to smithereens. Talk about cathartic. From one
Jesus.
man with crippling daddy issues to another. Well done, sir.
What else can you say but incredible?
Alright, well,
The Saiyans, a brutal alien
Broly, bring up something
And giant monkey man.
to
These famous
bring my faith
warriors
back
are
in ya.
defined by three things: their tenacity, their pride, and their rage, which fuels their world-destroying power.
And no Saiyan
Conquering
can get
planets and
close
selling
to
them
as
off.
Pissed off as Broly.
Despite being of low birth, the infant Broly was considered a prodigy by Saiyan scientists due to his impossibly high power level of 10,000, enough to survive a planetary explosion.
What? Over 9,000?
Okay, so, yeah, I remember hearing they're bringing up the original movie Broly as well.
Broly was growing
Because,
up
well,
nice and happy.
anything
He was
super,
driven
anything this Broly could
by
do, Super
baby
Broly could do too.
Goku's incessant crying. Now everyone
That
knows
backstory is so
Yoshi's
dumb.
best backstory ever. But have you played Yoshi's Island? Nope, make it stop.
That's the original story, but with the new
I mean, he's not
movie,
wrong
it's
there.
no longer canon. However,
Thank
despite developing
fuck.
different personalities, both of these Brolys are essentially the same character in different situations.
The 2018 one is our primary source here, but we'll look at the original and similar Saiyans like Kale for more info.
Yeah, I remember hearing that on Death
Also,
Outcast as
some
well.
more genuine fear of Broly's potential. Vegeta, the king, not the prince, abandoned Broly to a hellish backwater planet to die.
This just reminded me of Team
Father
4-Star.
Paradise
My son, the planet, or
It's
me.
time for Vegeta to get nuked. The planet, not the king. Well, I guess the king too. All thanks to the alien tyrant Frieza. Nice job getting rid of your crazy strong Saiyan, baby.
Yeah, hindsight, not the
Ironically, after
best
decades of isolation,
move,
Broly and
but
Paragus were found
hey,
by
who knows?
Frieza and drafted into his army to eliminate the Saiyans on Earth, Goku and Vegeta.
primarily
On the
Vegeta.
planet, or the king.
Thing is, Broly's not like the angry Saiyans. This guy's a gentle giant who would rather play with his big green alien dog than fight anybody.
Man, I felt so sad when I heard that backstory.
Warrior, whether he liked it or not. Like most Saiyans, Broly can harness Ki, or one's inner life force, as an energy to enhance his physicality.
Or fire it from his hands in a super laser beam.
Man, who wouldn't love to be able to do that?
Is a racer cannon, a green fastball that'll cross thousands of miles in seconds and vaporize planets.
He can barf lasers with his gigantic roar, shower the landscape with blaster meteor, or just straight murder people with his gigantic orgasm.
Gigantic mega storm.
Oh, that makes more
Well,
sense.
goddammit, Boomstick.
I dick that.
His most powerful powerful technique, though, is a small key bolt that Broly can feed to rapidly grow in size and consume entire worlds. The Omega Blaster.
Broly's arsenal isn't just blowing stuff up, though. He can use his...
Man, I really didn't like his second movie.
And paralysis.
Despite being stuck in the space boonies all his life, he's an adaptable fighter who can match seasoned veterans.
Yeah.
Basically, he learns...
Very quick to learn.
And while most Saiyans get stronger every time they almost die, the Bromeister's strength is tied to his emotions. AKA, the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets.
Yep.
Doesn't that sound familiar?
These power boosts are so great, he can match transformations like the Super Saiyan without even needing to transform.
But don't worry, he can do that too. His wrath state...
Yep, after Frieza murdered his dad.
...strong as a Saiyan great ape without all the fur. Or the shedding.
Much to Frieza's chagrin, though, Broly had never learned to unlock Super Saiyan.
And then he was all,
Not compete with
I
Goku
wonder.
with stronger
Bang!
Solution? Murder Broly's dad to
I
get
freaking love that scene. It's such a
Despite the
tragedy.
physical abuse he suffered at his father's hands, Paragus was still the only family Broly had, and losing that...
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough.
That's basically what happened to me when my dad lived. Except I turned into a super alcoholic.
Although Broly
God
didn't
damn it.
turn into a typical Super Saiyan.
You're welcome.
Broly's new form was actually a Super Saiyan C-type. This is an unleashed version of the repressed Super Saiyan A-type, which are both precursors of the B-type.
Daddy.
Oh, God. I felt bad for laughing, but...
I love you.
Hey, what? Are you paying attention?
Yeah.
That was a whole bunch of Super Saiyan stuff I didn't know.
Perfect energy control, and let him wail on Frieza for over an hour.
I want to see Frieza in a death battle after that.
Right. Broly's power was so immense, it even made Goku, of all people, turn tail and run.
Goku
Yeah, and he doesn't usually do that.
Beerus with enough force to potentially destroy all of Universe 7, a humongous cosmic structure shown into symbolic models.
Making the Dragon Ball universe 9 times larger.
Yeah,
than
that's
our
still
own.
not
Based on this,
big enough for the whole Marvel universe. That's the thing.
240 quadrillion times faster than light.
And after that, Goku became that powerful in his base form. Imagine how much stronger he was at Super Duper Pooper Super.
You know what? I forget about that.
Fused with Vegeta into the almighty Gogeta, a being many times more powerful than the sum of his parts.
Broly got into a dick measuring contest with a friggin' Super Saiyan squared and shattered
Super Saiyan
reality.
squared.
And at the peak of his rage, he became the warrior of myth, destined to
The
appear
legendary
once every
Super
1,000
Saiyan.
years. The legendary Super Saiyan.
As a broccoli-haired freak,
Broccoli-haired
legendary
freak.
Broly's power is so great that he needs to constantly let it out, or else he might self-destruct. I guess you could say. His
Oh, yeah,
power
that's a
is
thing.
Maximum.
He's easily among the strongest foes Goku's gone up against. That includes beings capable of shaking an infinite void
Oh!
by powering up, or merging with the universe and affecting alternate timelines.
In his original
Okay.
timelines,
So
the
they-
Brawl survived his energy exploding out of him all at once, and in canon, he took dozens of attacks from Gogeta Blue without any
Yeah, that's
visible
pretty
damage,
nuts.
fighting for hours.
His power comes at a cost, though. In his
He loses all sense of who he is.
wide open against an opponent who's just as strong, but far more skilled.
And after taking enough damage, his rage will hit its limits, and his power will fizzle out quick. He can even get knocked into weaker forms.
Broly did lose his fight with Gogeta fair and square, but with new friends at his side to support
Thank
him,
you,
and a new
Chile.
rival to teach him to temper his fury, the lonely Saiyan outcast finally got what his father could never give him: a family.
Oh, but that means he has even more to lose. So watch out, because this Super
Oh, boy.
Saiyan's temper.
Why'd you have to end it like that? I like when it ends up both from screaming. Pause. Okay, I'm really conflicted. Because, like, okay, they both have pretty significant weaknesses to consider. Like, Broly getting knocked into less powerful forms and having to, like, expel his energy constantly. Hulk with his healing factor not being as infinite as his theoretical strength. And, I mean, if he... Theoretically, if his head or brain gets disintegrated, then that's it. Like, game over, right? But they said that he could be in pieces and reform himself. I really do not know. Because, like, I would rather Broly win out of the two. You know, this might seem super cheap, what I'm about to do. I'm gonna root for Broly, but I'm gonna put my bet on Hulk. Purely because of how conflicted I am right now. Like, if Hulk wins, then I called it right, and also Hulk gets a win. I like Hulk. That's a thing. But if Broly wins, the character I was rooting for wins, and my curse is finally broken. So, either way is technically good for me. Admittedly, one is a bit better than the other, but I'll take what I can get at this point. But I just really want to see this fight at the moment. So, rooting for Broly, I'm probably just going to put the bet on Hulk. Just in case, so that way I get something out of this. Anyway, and play. Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities. It's time for a death battle! Go Broly, but I like both of you. Although I have to root for Broly on principle because of this scene. He just wants to pet the deer. It's cute. And then Hulk shows up to... I mean, yeah, in fairness, not Hulk's fault, wrong place, wrong time, but still, he just wanted to pet the deer, okay?
Scared them away.
I've seen the preview on Death Battlecast, like always.
Like me when
I love the fact that it's Broly saying that too.
show me.
And then just no-selling it. Which I've seen people say is a bad sign, but the fight only just started, and he hasn't transformed all yet. So we'll see. Also, Puny God. And now things start to get a little bit crazier. Go, Broly! Go, go! Is my bias showing? I think it might be. And from here on, it's 100% blind. Oh, he's pissed. Just charging for... Ooh. Jesus! Oh, they're gonna shatter reality, I hope so. Oh, it's just like that Vegeta moment! That's cool! Oh.
Just incredible. Hope is immortal.
Oh, dear. Broly, you're gonna have to vaporize him.
Monster? No. The devil.
Oh, that's... Oh, got the freaking references! Oh, boy. Ooh! I mean, I like both of them, but... I gotta root for Broly, okay? Oh, it's so aimless. And there's the thunderclap. And this music is freaking cool. Oh, Jesus! And he hasn't even gone legendary yet. That's something to keep in mind. Oh! Oh, I'm happy they included that. And there goes the planet. Legendary versus World Breaker. Yep, here we go! They gonna destroy the whole... Yeah, they did! Oh, God. So, most destructive death battle yet. Definitely. Alright, Broly, if you're not able to do it here, then that's it. Jesus Christ! Oh, did he do it? Did he actually do it?
Throat sore.
The curse is broken!
Saiyan literally too angry to die.
The Hulk had numerous advantages over Broly. He was far more experienced, slightly faster, and potentially smarter depending on which Hulk was in charge.
But since the Hulk fought for control in Bruce's mind, it
Oh, bro,
wasn't guaranteed he'd get what
just
he
pointing at
needed.
his butt.
Still, his healing factor was nuts. Broly wasn't gonna put him down.
I'm sorry if I wasn't talking a whole lot. I was just really on edge.
Unfortunately for Broly, compared to his unbelievable power, the Hulk came up short.
I know what you're thinking. Hulk could destroy a universe 120 times over, while Goku could only manage a lowly 9.
The Super Saiyan multipliers.
Goku's strength. Broly's maximum, no pun intended, was far greater. Let's lay down some numbers.
As a legendary Super Saiyan, Broly was stronger than Super Saiyan Gogeta and took hits from Gogeta Blue without even bleeding.
Based on the Daizenshus, the blonde Super Saiyan 3 form is about 400 times greater than Goku's base. Applied to Goku's new base in Dragon Ball Super, he would already be 30 times more powerful than World Breaker Hulk.
Are you shitting me?
Bring in Super Saiyan Blue and Gogeta, which are way stronger than Super Saiyan 3.
With this in mind,
Oh,
Super Saiyan
fuck.
is thousands, possibly millions of times stronger than the World Breaker we've seen. While the Hulk's strength can keep increasing, so will Broly's, and it's unlikely he'd be able to catch up before being overwhelmed. After all, there have been multiple times when the strain on Hulk's body turned him back into Banner.
With that
That's the
big of a
thing.
power difference, there's
Also, I'm spotting so many references to
like
previous
breaking
stuff.
space and
That's
time
making me
is
happy.
nothing new to Broly and other Dragon Ball characters.
And don't misunderstand the Hulk's encounter with the One Below All. There's no evidence he directly overpowered actual Satan, just dispersed his cloudy avatar.
Hulk even said he was just doing that to buy time.
Broly's flight to
Okay.
maneuverability and area control. Plus, he could attack at a distance with Ki. When Hulk did close that gap, Broly's force field and paralysis protected him up close.
Oh, the process. I didn't even think about that.
Land a lucky fatal blow. Considering Broly took hits from Gogeta Blue, who's millions of times stronger than the World Breaker. You get the idea.
That leads
Yeah, I
to
get the
last
idea.
and most important question. Could Broly bypass Hulk's immortality to put him down and take the win? Surprisingly, yes.
Apparently.
The Hulk or Bruce die, his healing factor kicks in to fix whatever wound killed him in the first place.
Meaning he still needs some element of his physical body that can heal itself in order to come back to life.
But if he's completely disintegrated...
Once it was destroyed by Hawkeye and his special arrow, Bruce took months to come back from the
Okay,
dead.
there's that too.
With Broly's incredible power, there was
Hey,
no
dummy.
doubt he could vaporize Hulk and leave nothing left to heal.
Like basically every Dragon Ball Z fight ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Incredible opponent, but the legendary Super Saiyan's boundless power, arena control, range of techniques, and Saiyan rage spelled the end for the not-so-jolly Green Giant.
This incredible.
They referenced Jolly Green Giant.
Saiyan.
The winner is Broly.
Congrats, Broly! I don't even care that I put my bet on the wrong person. Oh, and that's what that's from.
A strange green man in a zoot suit left a letter for you.
No, sounds legit.
What?
Dad?
Thank you so
What?
much for watching this season finale to one of the honestly best years we've ever had. And next season, we'll be celebrating
Okay,
10
next season.
of Death Battle with some
Are you
of
gonna
the
tease any characters?
wildest episodes we've ever done.
Luke Skywalker? Hang on a minute! Hang on, let me reload. I gotta find that. Okay. I have a lot to say, but first of all... Oh my god. The curse is finally broken! My preferred character finally won a finale. I'm sorry, but this feels so freaking good. But aside from that, just talking about the episode itself, that fight was so freaking cool. Like, with all the stuff they referenced, like, they were even, like, okay, so we got Hulk puny guarding Broly, like, right off the bat. There was, Broly chest bumping Hulk like he did to Frieza before he started beating the crap out of him for an hour. They destroyed a galaxy. Broke dimensions. So, by far the most destructive death battle we've ever had, and considering we had Beerus in a previous episode, that says a lot. Like, oh my god. And, I gotta say, the voice actors sounded fan-freaking-tastic. Like, the guy that got to play Hulk, like, I could buy hearing you in a cartoon, or just, like, as the voice of Hulk, like, in the MCU, just when he's just Hulk in full Ragnarok, I mean. But, yeah, you sounded really freaking good, and my god, Nick, I hope your throat was alright after this. And they even referenced it at the end. And then Broly finally got to pet the deer, and that was sweet. But, man, this is gonna be, like, in my top 3 favorite episodes this season. Like, even if Broly lost, it would still be up there. I'm just throwing it out there, because that fight was so freaking badass and cool. And it was done by Ruby animators, just throwing that out there. And now to talk about those teasers. I'm gonna save one in particular for last. So, that was either teasing Luke Skywalker or Yoda. I want to say Luke, because we haven't seen him in a death battle for quite a long time. Well, then again, it could be Yoda. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I believe I spotted Cloud, so Link versus Cloud remake is probably going to be a thing. I saw a couple others I didn't recognize. But then I saw one in particular. That was a shot from Attack on Titan. And if you know me, you know I'm very, very interested in a matchup that involves a particular Attack on Titan character. So, oh boy, am I hoping it's them. I'm gonna have to double check the footage to make absolutely sure. But I really hope it's Mikasa Ackerman. Although I'm also fine with Aaron or Levi, or just a Attack on Titan character at this point. But the fact that one is gonna be in next season has me so excited. And I also paused it on the perfect moment, because the next season is starting in March. So, yeah, quite a ways to wait, but you know what? I got stuff to keep me held over in the meantime, and also some videos that I do want to try and make before the next season starts. Like, I do want to do a review of this season. Like, just talking about what I thought of it as a whole, and then ranking each matchup, like, from least favorite this season to absolute favorite this season. So, that's going to be quite the undertaking, because as fans of my What Ifs know, I'm a very, very, very slow and shit writer. So, that's one thing, and also, I do other stuff, aside from Death Battle reactions, like, discussions about Ruby with Max a few trades. I also do Ruby reactions, and, you know, the second half of Volume 8 is coming out just about a month before the next season of Death Battle, damn. And just various other things that I might feel like doing whenever, basically. So yeah, Really, really freaking enjoyed that episode. Mighty curious as to what that whole, like, thing at the end was with Boomstick. Like, getting a letter from his dad. And I mean, well, technically not confirmed, we do know who his dad is. So I wonder. But who knows? I don't really know what else I can say, but man, man, am I happy after that, because the fight was so freaking cool. My preferred character finally won a finale for once. And Attack on Titan in next season. I'm so happy about that. Like, whoever it is, hopefully Mikasa, but whoever it is, I'm excited. So, and you know what? I know it's not next in the cycle. At least I don't think it is. But screw it. To end this episode off, I'm gonna have the outro be the person I want Mikasa Akuman to fight in a death battle. So, thanks so much for watching. If you're a fan of my death battle reactions, I will see you in March. If you're a fan of just content in general, stick around as there'll be other stuff to come. So, thanks for watching all of that stuff, and here is my Blake outro. Bye.
Blake Belladonna with Your Only Mate saying like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.